Hans here with Flick 5. I am here today with Dan from Mercku, and we're talking about routers. And not necessarily routers, but also extenders. But I'm going to let him explain that. This is a really important part of having a smart home is having a really good Wi-Fi signal on all of your products. So your switches and your dimmers and your plugs and the things that you're using on a daily basis to create your scenes and to create your home, these things, you have to have a good signal. So this is where he comes in. Can you tell us a little bit about this M2B? Is that what it's called?
Absolutely. So we've got a whole B theme. So the main routers here, these guys have about a 3,000 square foot range, and they'll plug directly into the gateway that your internet service provider connects. And then these are called the Bs. So you plug them in, and they'll extend your range by about 500 to 700 square feet.
So they just plug right into the wall, and then that automatically will connect to this?
Absolutely,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
And so, there's a little bit of integration, but it's a really plug and play.
Okay.
And the really cool thing is that you can extend up to like 14 devices across your house. So that's one of the things I think really sets us apart is we have these two different types of devices. They've got different kinds of range. So depending on the size of your house, you can really customize a lot what the what the setup is going to look like. So for example, you have a multi-story home. You could have one of the queens on each one of the floors. That'll give you 3,000 square feet per floor. And then sometimes you've got houses or apartments that have they're a little bit longer. You've got a dead spot at the end of the hall. You can add a couple of these Bs, and then that'll make sure that you have no more dead spots. So The really cool thing, you're not actually going onto a different network each time. It's a mesh instead of extenders. So you're always connected to the same network. You're always going to automatically connect to whichever one of these devices is going to give you the best signal without any degradation.
So if I have two sets of these, does it come in a set like this, or do you buy individual pieces?
So you could start with just one of these by itself if you got a smaller place. We will sell the Hive system, is 1 queen and 4 Bs. So
okay.
That's actually our most popular one.
Okay.
We also sell 3 queens, so for multi-story homes. So if you look over there, and we call that one the swarm. So we keep on using the B methodology, and so that's really a lot about. So we launched this actually last year. We're actually working with internet service providers around the world. They're actually our clients, and they're installing this hardware into clients' homes when they're doing an internet installation. We're also selling directly to customers.
The hub itself, which is actually connected to one line coming into your house, will connect to 3 different stories, so you don't have to have 3 different routers.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and then
cool.
We also have an app that allows you to have like full control over things like parental controls. So let's say every single one of the devices that's connected to your Wi-Fi system, you can actually see them all in a list, and you can say, hey, here's my 9-year-old's iPad. I don't want them to be online after 8 p.m. when it's bedtime.
Wow, that's
so we
cool.
can block that out. We can say like certain websites you don't want on. We've got a guest Wi-Fi mode. So
all through your app.
All through our app.
That's so cool.
We can also create a version of the app for our internet service provider partners, where it's all their branding. You don't see our name on it, like maybe ISP name brought to you by Mercku, and then all the same functionality, but it's fully branded for them. So
awesome.
That's something that we like to add. Yeah,
that's really cool. So you guys won an award last year for that system, right?
We're actually we're showing off an early preview of our next generation system. So we can actually walk over there and I can show it to you guys. We are going to be announcing very shortly. This is just an early preview of our Mercku Haven smart home system. So what we've done here is we've actually improved on the Wi-Fi functionality. So you can see this one looks a little bit different from this. It's a much more powerful router. We've just packed more antennas, more transceivers, so you can connect more devices to it. What we've done, though, we've expanded on top of the Wi-Fi layer of things. We're actually adding a Bluetooth mesh, and we're calling this indoor security. So you've got these smart lights. They're just like night lights. They plug in around the house, just any outlet. They're motion sensors. They're also multi-color LEDs, so you can program the LEDs to react to different events in the house with different colors. So let's say you've got motion in an area of the house that you're not supposed to have motion. You can make all the lights in the house turn red, so it's a visual indicator. Actually works really well for people who have hearing impairments. What this also does, each one of these is a transmitter that creates a Bluetooth mesh across your house. So your entire house is covered in a Bluetooth signal, which allows you to track the location of these. So these are beacons, and so kind of like some of the ones that are on the market right now that allow you to track objects. You can attach this to your phone, you can attach it to keys, wallet, anything that you normally lose, or even put it into a wearable. And then in the interface of our new app, which is coming out soon, you're actually going to be able to see a virtual map of your home and be able to track the location of each one of these. So you could have this one is associated with your dog's collar, this one is associated with your keys, and then you can actually see on the map, my keys are here, my dog is here. So
nice.
We're actually really looking forward to launching this. It is actually going to be a Kickstarter launch. And so we're going to be announcing that shortly. We can actually let your viewers know about where they can go for early access to that crowdfunding campaign.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
Okay.
man. Have a good day. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.